We welcome you into this evening's broadcast from the Schneider Triton Center on the campus of Notre Dame Academy for this evening's girls volleyball matchup between the visiting Bayport Pirates and your Notre Dame Academy Tritons. Hi everyone, I'm Joey Bonadonna. Alongside
Jack
tonight,
Fitzgerald, baby.
Alongside Jack Fitzgerald. Jack, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thank you very much.
You can't see it on our broadcast right now, but Jack is very sharply dressed for the occasion tonight.
Oh yes, ties, suit, you know it.
It's a special occasion, first stream from the 2021 athletics, 2021-2022 school year from the Triton Center, and it's a big one. Two conference rivals here in the FRCC, the Bayport Pirates and the Notre Dame Academy Tritons. The Tritons ended Bayport's season in the alternate fall season back in the spring regionals at Pulaski High School. So we'll introduce the starting lineups from our PA announcer this evening.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups first for the non-starters for the Bayport Pirates. She's a junior, number 1, Emma Krause. She's a senior, number 4, Kayla Torp. She's a senior, number 5, Cadence Roosh. She's a senior, number 7, Callie Dickey. She's a junior, number 10, Bella Cornett. She's a junior, number 11, Josie Hoffman. She's a freshman, number 14, Aubrey Ingalls. And she is a sophomore, number 15, Jillian Anderson. And now the starters for Bayport. A junior, number 2, Izzy Grace. A junior, number 3, Kyla Hendricks. A senior, number 6, Taylor Larson. A junior, number 8, Ella Ingalls. A junior, number 12, Allie Knudsen. A sophomore, number 13, Ellie McDermott. And the libero tonight for Bayport, a junior, number 9, Trinity Crone. Bayport is coached by Chris Polka-Shu. She is assisted by Todd Verhaag. And now let's meet the non-starters for your Notre Dame Academy Tritons. She is a junior, she wears number 1 out of Notre Dame of the Pier Grade School, Daniel Dow. She is a senior, she wears number 2 out of Notre Dame of the Pier Grade School, Kaylee Whitehouse. She is a sophomore, she wears number 8 out of St. Bernard Grade School, Lataya Christensen. She is a senior, she wears number 9 out of Holy Family Grade School, Liz Williams. She is a freshman, wearing number 11 out of Notre Dame of the Pier Grade School, Maddie Lofrom. She is a senior, she wears number 15 from Our Lady of Lords, Cassandra Shard. And she is a sophomore, she wears number 16 from Notre Dame of the Pier Grade School, Cindy Whitehouse. And now the starters for the Tritons. She is a senior, she wears number 3 from St. Bernard Grade School, Cadence Maxwell. She is a senior, she wears number 5 out of Notre Dame of the Pier, Olivia Sullivan. She is a junior, she wears number 6 from St. Bernard, Maya Caputo. She is a sophomore, she wears number 7 from Holy Family Grade School, Hannah Grayson. A sophomore, she wears number 14 out of Father Adelaide Grade School, Gracie Grush. She is a junior, she wears number 17 out of St. Bernard Grade School, Jacqueline Zacharias. And she is a junior, she wears number 4, the libero from the Pier Middle School in Leonardo da Vinci, Catherine.
All right, we appear to be back. Apologize for the streaming issues on your screen right now. Currently 6-3 in favor of the Pirates.
In favor of Notre Dame.
Excuse me, in favor of the Pirates. Point goes to the Pirates on that one out of the back. Now it'll be the libero Trinity Crone serving. A dig there from Sherman from the back row. Kapalko with the tip kill. That one out of the back.
Just out.
Just out of the back line. And the point goes to Notre Dame. 7-3 here in the first set. Notre Dame off to a great start.
Here they bring in Danielle Dow, number 1.
So Dow will do the serving.
Beautiful
Sends it
float
over.
serve. Ooh.
Up to the front line. Knutson with the tip.
Sullivan
Sullivan keeps it alive. Got to communicate. Zacharias into the net. And that's going to give the point right back to the Pirates. Sullivan on her knees. Over to Zacharias. Received through the block. Blocked by Maxfield and Zacharias. The point goes to the Tritons. It is 8-4. Notre Dame.
Kaylee Whitehouse for the serve.
Whitehouse with the serve.
Beautiful topspin.
Kept alive by the Pirates.
Oh, beautiful dig by Whitehouse.
Keeps it alive.
Maxfield
Can Dow
gets it.
send it over? No, just
in
in the
the
net.
net.
Would have been a wonderful play by the Tritons to keep that one alive, but just falls short into the net. And it's 8-5 in favor of, excuse me, point goes to the Pirates. It is still 8-5 Notre Dame.
Indubitably.
Serve received by Sherman through the block. Zacharias. And Whitehouse unable to get the dig. And the point goes to the Pirates. It's 8-6 Notre Dame. So it'll be number 6, Taylor Larson, the senior, continuing the serve. She puts it up. Back row, Greisen. Dow. Maxfield with authority gets blocked out
on the block.
On the block, and it'll be Notre Dame's point. They get the side out. Jacqueline Zacharias doing the serving. That one goes out on the reception by the libero Trinity Crone. Zacharias continues. Not 1,220, rather 10-6.
That is the score we would like.
If you're a Notre Dame fan, that is definitely the score you want, but still 10-6. The tip short.
Just short of the net.
And it is 11-6 Notre Dame. Zacharias continues to serve. Knutson with the tip. Zacharias receives it over the net. Knutson keeps it alive. Whitehouse.
Down.
Over to Greisen.
Oh!
Kept alive by the libero Crone.
Greisen sets it up to Dow. Oh, right over.
Outside and a kill for number 2, Izzy Grace, the junior. 11-7. And Bayport gets the side out. Whitehouse receives the serve.
To Greisen.
Maxfield with the tip. Kept alive. Outside through the block.
Right out.
And way out of that back line. It is 12-8 Notre Dame. 12-7 rather.
We know of Maxfield serving.
Maxfield sends it up. That one received by the back row. Through the block. And it goes on to Notre Dame's side of the net. So the point goes to the Pirates on that one. So 12-8 Notre Dame. Serve goes up. Kapalko.
Falls right through her hands.
Kapalko with another attempt on it. Gets tipped on the block. Other side, Hendricks kept alive. Kapalko unable.
Just set by Maxfield to the back.
So now the Pirates putting together a little bit of a run here. 12-9, still in favor of Notre Dame. Serve goes up.
Received by Whitehouse. Give it to Maxfield. Over by Gresh.
Gresh, the tip, kept alive by Hendricks through the block. Gresh keeps it alive, back row, and a kill. I believe that was Gresh on the tip. Got sent out of the back by Bayport, and the point goes to Notre Dame, 13-9. That one goes out. 14-9 Notre Dame. Again, apologize for the video quality. We'll try and get that figured out at the next intermission. Through the block, and Kapalko
right
unable
off
to keep
of
it alive.
Gresh's fingers.
The freshman Maddie Wolfram will check in for the first time tonight. Hannah Greisen heads to the bench, and Wolfram will play in that back row. Immediately, she receives the serve, set by Maxfield, sent over by Kapalko. Wolfram with another receive from the back row, and
Just short by Sherman.
unable to keep it alive, so the point goes to the Pirates, 14-10 in favor of Notre Dame. It's 14-11. Wolfram receives it.
Maxwell keeps
That
it
one up into the stands.
stands.
So now Pirates making it interesting after a hot start from Notre Dame.
The Pirates seem to still be fighting. They want this game.
Izzy Grace with the serving. Wolfram keeps it alive. Sullivan from the outside, and the kill.
Beautiful hit by Sullivan.
Olivia Sullivan with the authority kill. And it's 15-12 Notre Dame. They get the side out. It'll be Kat Sherman doing the serving. Cornett out of the back. And it looks like the point is going to go to Bayport, rather.
It appears there was a tip on the hit.
So Bayport gets the quick side out. It'll be Trinity Crone doing the serving. 15-13, favor of Notre Dame.
Sherman receives to Maxfield, and then hit by Olivia Sullivan through the
Olivia
block,
Sullivan
and it is out.
Out off of Bayport, and another quick side out from Notre Dame. 16-13, and now Danielle Dow will step to the back line, the junior. Hendricks tipped,
Maxfield
kept
dives.
alive.
Olivia Sullivan brings
Can
it over.
Dow put it over? Kept alive by Bayport. Knutson with the swing.
Dow with
kept
beautiful
alive.
dig. Oh,
Sullivan with
Olivia-
authority
into
through
the block.
the block.
Oh.
Wolfram, who was not able to keep it alive.
A well-fought point indeed.
16-14 in favor of Notre Dame.
Sherman with the receive. Dow.
Zacharias
Knutson. Oh.
blocked. Sullivan unable to keep it alive, and it is 16-15. 1 point separates these squads now. Sherman receiving the serve.
Dow to Sullivan.
Sullivan back line, tipped out.
Went through their entire team.
And now Notre Dame back with a 2-point cushion. Some substitutions. Kaylee Whitehouse checks in, as does Hannah Greisen.
Kelly Whitehouse will be getting the serve.
17-15 in favor of the Tritons. Whitehouse sends it up. Back row. Can the Pirates keep it alive?
Free
Need to
ball over to the
communicate.
Tritons. Sherman.
Dow. Zacharias, the tip. And it'll be
Net. Somebody stepped over
Notre
the
Dame's
line.
point. Notre Dame student section here for volleyball. Setting out some chance here early in the first set.
Beautiful
And
ace by
over
Kaylee Whitehouse.
the net for the senior Kaylee Whitehouse, and a timeout called by Bayport.
But not. We're not going to talk about it.
19 to 15 is our score here at the first timeout. Notre Dame in control. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Welcome you back from the Triton Center. 19 to 15 is our score here in the first set.
Kaylee Whitehouse still with the serve.
Whitehouse sends up the serve. Received by Grace.
Nice backset by Bayport.
Whitehouse keeps it alive. Over to Maxfield. Nice rally going. Hendricks.
To the outside.
The swing
out.
And the
by
point goes
Bayport.
to Notre Dame. 5 points separate the Tritons from taking this first set. And what looked like Bayport was going to start to get some momentum. Notre Dame back with a 5-point cushion. Whitehouse sends up the serve. Hendricks, received by Sherman.
To Dow all the way to Bryson with the...
Kept alive by the Pirates. Sherman keeps it alive.
Dow.
Maxfield with the set over the net, but kept alive. Through the block and out.
Out off the block on Bryson and Knudsen.
Notre Dame finally cedes the serve back to Bayport. It's 20 to 16.
And
that one short. Bryson unable to send that one over. 20 to 17.
Sherman
keeps it alive.
Oh,
Knudsen sends it over. And it's going to be Bayport's points. Out, and a timeout called by Notre Dame. We'll take another timeout here. 20 to 18 is the score. Notre Dame with the lead here in the first set, but Bayport storming back after their timeout. You're watching Notre Dame volleyball, Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Point 18 is our score back out of the timeout as Whitehouse was debating whether or not she was going to receive the serve out. Made the decision a little late, pulled her hands away, and the point goes to Bayport. Bryson to Dow.
Runs to grab it. He goes right over that.
And it's going to be out. Bayport has tied this one up.
Come back from a 5-point deficit.
We're going to have a very interesting 5-point swing here. Sherman to Dow. Maxfield and
into the net.
Bayport with their first lead of the night, 21 to 20. Taylor Larson doing the serving. She sends it up. Sherman
receives.
to
Dow sets.
Greisen.
And Greisen with the kill.
I think it was tipped. Indeed, it was. This one's all tied up one more time.
Knudsen will be serving, hopefully.
Zacharias, rather.
You know what? I apologize.
Jacqueline Zacharias. Looking at two different rosters here.
Numbers are confusing. I apologize.
Gresh with the spike over the net.
Received by Whitehouse.
Trying to communicate. Greisen, the tip, kept alive. Whitehouse.
Dow.
Dow to Knudsen. Whitehouse.
Back to Whitehouse.
Gresh with the block. Puts it over into the net. Gracie Gresh.
A beautiful play by a D1 athlete.
Gracie Gresh making some plays on the hardwood yet again.
Really earning them scholarships.
Gresh, one of the better basketball players in the state of Wisconsin. She's making her name heard on the volleyball court as well. Into the block. Gresh trying to keep it alive. It is tied up one more time. 22-22 is our score. The serve goes back to Bayport. It's going to be number 4, Kayla Torp, a senior outside hitter. Torp sends it up. Sherman receives it.
Dow.
To Greisen. Little long into the back row. Through the block and over.
By Danielle Dow.
Maxfield to Greisen with the kill.
Beautiful kill by Greisen.
Hannah Greisen gets the point for Notre Dame. Some substitutions here. Maya Kapalko steps in for Danielle Dow.
We'll be seeing Cadence Maxfield with the serve. Beautiful floats over to the back row. Kelly Whitehouse receiving these one after the other.
Kapalko with the kill.
A beautiful spot by Kapalko to the back right corner.
Tritons a point away and a timeout called by Bayport. We'll take one more timeout. 24-20 set point coming up for Notre Dame. Here in the first set, you're watching Notre Dame Volleyball, Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Set point coming up for Notre Dame. 24-22, Cadence Maxfield, the senior captain, doing the serving. Sends it over.
Ooh, saved by Libero, outside. Oh!
Whitehouse unable to keep it alive. Bayport gets the point out of the timeout, and they get the serve. 24-23. Kyla Hendricks, the junior setter. Whitehouse receives.
Hit by Greisen
to the unable to get the kill. Kept alive.
Free ball sent over.
Sherman.
Maxfield. Greisen.
Gresh blocked. Oh. And we're going to a 24-all.
Truly
It'll
a
have to be
nail-biter.
26 points to decide this one. A very competitive set to this point. Kyla Hendricks continues to serve.
Whitehouse. Receives. Maxfield.
Greisen with the kill. 25-24. And
this game is going back and forth, Joey.
Olivia Sullivan checks in. Hannah Greisen will do the serving. Sends it up. Kept alive.
To the middle hitter. Received by Maxfield.
And I think it's going to be a point going to Bayport in the net once again. 25-25. It's going to be 27 points to decide this one. Maddie Wolfram checks in for Notre Dame. Izzy Grace doing the serving for Bayport. Wolfram receives. Maxfield to Sullivan. Tipped. No. The kill goes, the point rather, goes to Bayport. They're 1 point away from taking this set. 26-25 in favor of the Pirates. Grace sends it up.
See by Sullivan.
And that one down.
Deciding the first set in favor of the Pirates.
Bayport takes the first set, a back and forth one. This is going to be a good one tonight. 27-25. Bayport takes set number one. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Trade Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from set number two. Into the block, Gresh over to Maxfield. Greisen with the tip into the back row. Kept alive by Bayport. Long swing. Gresh with the tip over the net. Ellie McDermott with the kill, and it is 1-0 Bayport. They took the first point in set number one as well. Kapalko receives the serve. Greisen through the block. Kept alive by Bayport. Send over, out of the back line. And it is 1-1. We welcome in a new color commentator, Will Crown. Welcome to the broadcast booth, Will.
Nice to be here, Joey.
Greisen with the serve. Sent over, Gresh. Blocked, kept alive by Bayport. Kapalko with the swing through the block and the kill. Going to Bayport. The back and forth continues. Maddie Wolfram checks in for Notre Dame, in for Bayport, Josie Hoffman. Bayport took set number 1. They currently lead in set number 2, 2-1. With the set, Maxfield kept alive by Bayport. Sullivan through the block, and the kill for Bayport. Three to 1 in favor of the Pirates. Maxfield to Sullivan. Back row. Kept alive by Hendricks. And the point goes to Notre Dame. Finally, they're able to stop the bleeding on that. It was only 3 to 1, but finally they're able to get the side out. Sherman with the serve. Through the block and the kill. I believe that was Taylor Larson on the far side. It is 4-2, Bayport. Chris Learman tuning in, voice of the Bayport Pirates. Sullivan with the kill on the tip. A nice play there by Sullivan to get the side out and bring it to a 1-point cushion. Danielle Dow checks in for Maya Capalco. Wolfram receives the tip. And I think that's going to be 4 hits. Indeed, it is 5-3, Bayport. Bayport has won 0 sets in matches that they have lost, which means every single time they lost, they were swept. Tritons hoping to change that tonight as Sullivan on the attack into the net. It is 6-3 Bayport. Larson to Sherman. Zacharias swings and gets the kill off the tip. 6-4 Notre Dame. Whitehouse and Greisen check in. It'll be Kaylee Whitehouse doing the serving. Whitehouse sends it over, received by the back row. Knutson with the swing and saved by Sherman. Sent over by Dow. Through the block, Zacharias and Maxfield get the kill. It's 6-5 Bayport. Whitehouse continuing the serve. Again, up 6-5 are the Pirates. One more point. Tritons can tie this one up. Whitehouse sends it over. Front row, Knutson through the block, gets the kill. Allie Knutson with a rocket on that arm. Makes it 7-5. And they get the side out. Taylor Larson doing the serving. Sends it over. Whitehouse receives from the back row. Greisen on the attack. Can she get the kill? She will. Point goes to Notre Dame. Ball was tipped and went out on Notre Dame's side. So it is 7-6. Serve from Zacharias goes long, so a quick side out there for Bayport, 8-6. Ellie McDermott checks back in. Through the net, Sherman keeps alive. Greisen through the block. Tritons can't get the kill. It is 9-6. in favor of the Pirates. They have been all over the Tritons in this one. So only a 3-point deficit. Sherman sends it up. Dow to Greisen. Kept alive by Tort. That one long, and the point goes to Notre Dame. 9-7, Maya Kapalko will check in for Notre Dame. Danielle Dow goes to the bench. It'll be Cadence Maxfield doing the serving. Maxfield sends it over into the net. And another quick side out on a service error. Notre Dame had high expectations coming into this season. Received by Whitehouse. Sherman sends it over. Sherman keeps it alive. Greisen on the attack. Kept alive by Bayport. Through the block. Whitehouse unable to save it. And it is 11-7 in favor of the Pirates. Kyla Hendricks continues the serve here for Bayport. A discussion up near the net.
Just a quick pull adjustment to line up with the outside of the court.
Well, that gets fixed. 11-7. Again is the score. Kyla Hendricks on the back line. Sends it up, received by Whitehouse. On her knees, Gresh sends it over, kept alive by Bayport. Whitehouse kept alive. Kapalko with the swing, kept alive through the block. Hendricks to Whitehouse, Maxfield, Greisen. Kapalko, Maxfield, and the point goes to Bayport. 12-7, and a timeout called by Notre Dame. We'll take one more timeout. 12-7 again is your score. Bayport out in front here in set number 2. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball, Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Twelve to 7 is the score. Kyla Hendricks continues to serve. Whitehouse receives. Maxfield, Kapalko, long. And still the point. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Notre Dame. I didn't see the ruling. Will, what was it?
All honesty, I didn't really see it either. I'm going to assume a tip off the block, but.
So Notre Dame gets side out. Hannah Greisen sends it over, and the point quickly goes to Notre Dame on the ace from Hannah Greisen. Tip, Greisen keeping it alive. Maxfield sends it over. Hendricks, back line, back row, Sherman. Sullivan on the attack. Over to Maxfield. Kapalko back to Sullivan. She puts it on, and the tip. That was
I don't know.
that
about
was
that
tipped
one.
at the net.
Oh,
And yeah, off the
there we
tip, the
go.
point goes to Notre Dame. It's 12-9. Still a discussion here. Confirmed, tipped. Point goes to Notre Dame, so 12-10. Again is the score. Bryson still on the serve, off the net, kept alive by McDermott. Free ball, Sherman, Maxfield, Kapalko. That one was not tipped, so the point goes to Bayport. Wolfram receives the serve. Sullivan through the block, gets the kill. 13-11. Pirates still out in front. Catch Sherman on the back row. Sends it over. Sherman and Wolfram, miscommunication, and a point goes to the Pirates. Quick side out. It'll be Trinity Crone doing the serving. Notre Dame student section being told to move up on the stand, so we'll have a stoppage for that. 14-11 in favor of the Pirates. Wolfram receives the serve. Kapalko. Sullivan keeping it alive. Wolfram.
What a
Maxfield keeps it alive.
save.
Free ball. Sherman. Maxfield. Sullivan gets the kill. What a play there from Notre Dame. They get the point. Well deserved. I wish you could give extra points for a rally like that. It's 14-12. Danielle Dow will do the serving. Dow. Saved. Sent over. Wolfram. Sullivan. Into the net.
Would have been a potential tip on Bayport saving on that second ball.
15-12 in favor of the Pirates. And an ace. I believe that's Ella Engels. Number 8, the junior setter, gets the ace kill, and it's 16-12. Sent over, Wolfram. Dow through the block. Zacharias sends it over. Blocked, kept alive. Maxfield to Sullivan. Kept alive by Bayport. That one out. Notre Dame gets the point. They're going to need a rally here. Bayport closing in on a 2-0 lead. (16-13). Kaylee Whitehouse will do the serving for the Tritons. That one long. A service error for Kaylee Whitehouse. And those service errors right after getting the side out, truly killing Notre Dame right now, especially in this set. 17-13, favor of the Pirates. That one is out. So what goes around comes around, and now Bayport with the service error in return to Notre Dame. So Jacqueline Zacharias will do the serving for Notre Dame. That one tried to be dug out by Crone, and an ace. So back-to-back service errors into an ace for Zacharias. It's 17-15. Now's the time for Notre Dame to get a rally started. Zacharias sends it up. Received by Bayport. Knutson tips, and the kill. Miscommunication there in the middle. Knutson finds some empty space on the floor. She will sub out. Kayla Torp will check in. She'll do the serving. Whitehouse to Dow. Gresh through the block and gets the kill. Give Notre Dame some credit. They're not up on the scoreboard, haven't been yet in this set, but they're making a lot of nice plays. They've got to put it together. Down by 2 in the later stages here in the second set. Kept alive by Bayport. Maxfield over to Greisen. Kept alive by Bayport yet again. Grace, Whitehouse with the dig. Greisen with the tip, kept alive. Hendricks through the block, kept alive by Bayport. Kept alive by Maxfield. Over to Greisen, still alive. What a rally this one has been. Sherman, Maxfield with the tip, kept alive, free ball. Kapulko, free ball over to Bayport. Grace, Sherman, Maxfield, Kapulko, blocked, kept alive, and it's going to be short. What a point that one was. 19-16 in favor of the Pirates. Kyla Hendricks doing the serving now for the Pirates. Sent over. Greisen, that one was tipped, and I believe it hit that back line, so point goes to Notre Dame, and it will be Hannah Greisen handling the serving. Greisen sends it over. Kept alive, no, and it'll be an ace for Hannah Greisen. Tritons now within 1 point. And a Greisen with the serve, that one way long. Bayport up 20-18. Up on the net. I believe that was Izzy Grace on the serve, and it was. 21-18, and the timeout called by Notre Dame. They need a side out and a rally, and quick, before Bayport takes a 2-0 lead in the set. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Trade Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from the Triton Center, Izzy Grace doing the serving for the Pirates. She gets the signal, sends it up. Sullivan Little long, back on the Bayport side. Sherman to Maxfield, back to Kapalko. Kept alive by Bayport, and that one long. Point goes to Notre Dame, so there's the side out. Can they do something with it? It'll be Kat Sherman. Sherman sends it up. It was long. And again, those service errors after getting the side out have been very costly. And it is 22-19. Notre Dame's going to need another one of those side outs and quick.
Braun with the serve.
Kapalko over to Sullivan through the block, kept alive. Blocked, and the kill. Kapalko and Zacharias combine on the block kill. It is 22-20.
Dow subs in to serve.
Danielle Dow to the back line. Sends it up. Hendricks, Wolfram, Dow to Sullivan, long. And it's 23-20. Oh, wait, they're gonna call it a tip. 22-21. Bayport not happy with it. Dow continues to serve. Long, Sherman keeping it alive. Sullivan gets the kill. It's all tied up at 22 apiece. Time out, Bayport. We're having a beauty of a volleyball match tonight at the Tritons Center. We'll take another timeout, 22-all here in the second set. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. (22-all) here in set number 2. Notre Dame needs this one to tie it up again. Dow with the serve, tipped into the net. Notre Dame gets the point, 23-22. Danielle Dow continues to serve. 2 more points, the Tritons take their first set of the night. Knutson tips it to Wolfram. Sullivan on the attack, kept alive by Zacharias. Dow kept alive, that one kept alive by Dow. Wolfram over to Sullivan on the attack. Long, and into the net. It is 23-all. Would have been a huge point for Notre Dame. But it is 23-all once again. Into the net. And set point rather, for the Pirates. 24-23. Wolfram to Dow. Sullivan through the block and out. Will go to 26 points at least one more time as we are at 24-all. Olivia Sullivan doing the serving. Sends it up. Sherman with the dig. Maxfield with the tip, kept alive. Into the net, kept alive. Point goes to Notre Dame. Time out, Bayport. Set point now for Notre Dame coming out of a timeout. What an electric atmosphere tonight's been. 25-24. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Trade Sports Network here on YouTube. We welcome you back from the Tritons Center. Tritons have set point in a crucial set. They're down 1-0. Sullivan on the serve. Sends it up, high into the air. Sent over, Sherman into the bench. Maxfield now to Dow. Tipped, kept alive, up in the air. Dow, long, 25 all. We'll go to 27. Kaylee Whitehouse checks in for Olivia Sullivan. Taylor Larson checks in for Josie Hoffman. Sherman receives. Over to Greisen on the kill. Point, Bayport. 26-25 in the set point now for the Pirates. Eerily similar to set number 1. Kept alive.
Out.
Point for the Pirates, 27-25. The Pirates take sets 1 and 2 by identical scores. The Tritons are going to need a huge rally to win this one, down 2-0. They've done it already this season at DC Everest, but they're going to have to do it again in a hostile environment against an FRCC rival. We'll be right back. Going into set number 3, going to be a crucial one. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Trade Sports Network here on YouTube. Back for set number 3. We welcome Jack Fitzgerald back to the broadcast booth. Jack, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Joey. I'm ready to watch some volleyball.
2-0, Bayport leads this one. Sullivan receives from Kapalko. Kapalko sends it over.
Triton receives up to
Hendricks into the block of Gracie Gresh. And the first point of the night goes to Notre Dame. Their first point of the set, rather. That was the first time that Notre Dame's taken the first point of the set. Greisen on the serve. Kept alive by Bayport into the seats. It's 2-0 Notre Dame. Hannah Greisen continuing the serve. Sends it over. Sherman. Gresh through the block. It gets the kill. It's 3-0 Notre Dame. Gracie Gresh making play after play. And Hannah Greisen continues the serve. That one is out. 4-0. Notre Dame on the ace. So here we go. Greisen continues the serve through the block, and finally a point for Bayport. They've entered the set.
Taylor Larson subs out for Bella Cornett. Currently have Izzy Grace with the serve at Bayport.
Maxfield to Kapalko.
Right past Grace.
Oh, and the point, Notre Dame trying to say it was tipped, and the point is going to go to Notre Dame. A good start here to set number 3. Got to keep the pedal on the gas if you want to get a chance to win the match. Sherman on the serve. Over to Wolfram. Kapalko blocked. Sherman unable to play it. And the point goes to Bayport. They get the side out. Five to 2 Notre Dame.
We have Trinity Crone with the serve. Very nice receive by Wolfram. Hit. Kept up by, it was a lift by Olivia Sullivan.
Point goes to Bayport. 5 to 3 now.
According to Bayport's student section, you cannot do that.
Crone continues the serve, and that one just in front of Kapalko, and now it's 5 to 4. That one long. 6 to 4 Notre Dame. They get the side out. Be Danielle Dow.
We have Izzy Grace with the receive, and then hit
Hendricks kept alive. Dow. And miscommunication there. Point to the Pirates.
Scored by Allie Knutson.
6 to 5.
We have Ella Engels with the serve.
Favor of Notre Dame. Dow to Sullivan. Gets the kill. Olivia
Just missed
Sullivan.
by Ella Engels.
Olivia Sullivan now to do the serving. Hannah Greisen checks in for Maddie Wolfram.
Received by libero Trinity Crone. Hit by Izzy
That
Grace in the
one
back
long.
row. Long.
8 to 5 Notre Dame. Gonna have to keep it up. Olivia Sullivan on the serve. That one long.
Just long.
Continuing the service errors. Whitehouse keeps it alive over to Greisen through the block.
Hit up by Taylor Larson. All the way over to.
Blocked by Zacharias.
Hit by
and
Izzy Grace.
Maxfield. Point goes to Notre Dame, 9-6. Zacharias to do the serving.
Received by Libero.
And that one, an ace. It was received by Trinity Crone. Unable to keep it alive, and it's 10-6. Notre Dame. Zacharias continuing the serve.
Received by Taylor Larson. Ooh, tip
And
just missed by Kyla Hendricks.
Knutson tried to get a fourth hit in there, but it had already been in the net, so 11-6.
Received by Taylor
Zacharias on
Larson.
the serve.
Out to Izzy Grace with the kill.
Finds an open space and gets the side out, 11-7.
Very good spot by Izzy Grace. It appears they're subbing in number 12, Ellie Knutson, for number 4, Kayla Torp, who will be serving.
Torp, senior outside hitter. Right to Whitehouse. Dow, Gresh blocked, kept alive. Dow to Maxfield on the tip.
Tip straight to Kyla Hendricks. Beautiful receive. Hit by
Maxfield. I think we're having the net.
Notre Dame cannot stay out of the net today, Joey.
Whether it be service errors or in the net, it's been the little things that plague Notre Dame. Sherman. Tipped. Gresh. Pancakes.
Kept alive by Kyla Hendricks.
Dow to Greisen. Long. Point. Bayport. Unbelievable. Looked like Notre Dame was going to escape with a 12-8 lead, but the pancake from Kyla Hendricks. Dow, Maxfield through the block, gets the kill.
Just past Torp.
12-9. As Maya Kapalko will check in, as will Allie Knutson. We apologize. We're not having our audio on, and I think we missed one of the better points of the night. 20-18 as we're into a timeout. As I'll say it yet again, an unoriginal chant from the Bayport student section.
I would agree with that.
I know.
You don't see many Pirates in Wisconsin, Joey. You really don't.
I know Chris Learman will like this one, whether it's Prep Out or Daddy's Money. It's always one of the two from student sections we hear. But I digress.
You know what? Notre Dame does thrive in creativity.
20-18. Bayport with the serve. Received by Greisen. Zacharias through the block, kept alive by Bayport. Tipped, kept alive by Greisen. Dow back to Greisen, kept alive by Bayport. Knutson tipped. Greisen keeps alive. Dow back to Greisen. Back to the back row, the libero of Bayport. Sherman keeping it alive. Dow, Maxfield, still alive. Into the net, and the point goes to Notre Dame.
Hard fought.
20-19. Zacharias. And the ace. We are all tied up at 20.
Hit off of Izzy Grace's hands.
20-20 is our score. Zacharias continues the serve from the back line.
Free ball hit to Daniel Dow.
Dow. Gresh gets the tip. Kept alive. That one a kill for Izzy Grace. 21-20 Bayport. They need 4 points to win this one. Both sets number 1 and 2 went past 25. It's been a very competitive match of volleyball tonight. Dow, Maxfield, kept alive by Bayport. Grace, blocked by Gresh. And it is 21 all.
An absolute brick wall tonight, she is.
Whether it be in the post in basketball or
the net and
at
volleyball.
the net in volleyball, the Greshes get blocks. 21 all. Whitehouse blocked, kept
back
alive.
To Whitehouse.
Dow over to Hendricks. Back to Hendricks into the net. 22-21. Notre Dame has to follow through on this one. Timeout Bayport. And we will take a timeout with the action. 22-21. Here in set number 3, Bayport has the lead. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. (22-21). We're back from timeout. Notre Dame looking to try and take their first set of the night and keep Youth Night alive. Maxfield on the serve. Back to Hendricks, kept alive. Tip,
beautiful,
and I think that's going to be a kill indeed.
Maxfield.
Cadence Maxfield gets the tip kill right on the back line. It's 23-21. She'll continue to serve. Kept alive.
Grace with the hit from the back row.
Whitehouse. Kill for Ellie McDermott, and it's 23-22. Bayport gets the important side out. It'll be Kyla Hendricks, the junior setter. Whitehouse. Greisen blocked under the net. We're all tied up once again at 23. Heading for another crazy finish. A timeout called by Notre Dame. Coach Schauer. And we will take a timeout as well. 23-all is our score here in set number 3. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. All. Kyla Hendricks doing the serving. Received by Sherman. Greisen kept alive. Over to Grace. Tipped out. Notre Dame at set points. Once again at 24. Like they have been twice before. Can they come through on this one? It'll be Hannah Greisen. Greisen to Grace. Hendricks back to Grace. That one in, and we're gonna go to 24-all one more time. Unbelievable.
A great spot by Izzy Grace.
All 3 sets, Notre Dame had pushed Bayport to a set point at 24-23. Unable to come up in the clutch. That one out. So Notre Dame gets 25 and the side out. Kat Sherman will handle the serve with set point.
Beautiful pass to the center.
Just
Long.
out. Notre Dame wins set 3. We will go to a 4th set. Bayport has won their first. Notre Dame has won their first set. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. We welcome you back for set number 4. Can Notre Dame push it to a 5th set, or will Bayport win in 4 and spoil youth night for the Tritons? We've had a wonderful match tonight. We welcome back Will Crown to the booth. Every single set has been so competitive, past 25. Pirates won 27-25 on both of the first 2 sets. Notre Dame won 26-24 on this set. As we will clear. Give me a moment here. Sherman keeps it alive. Bryson on the attack, kept alive, sent up into the basketball hoop. And the point goes to Notre Dame here in set number 4. We'll have to preface this, if we do go into a 5th set, it will appear as overtime. I am aware that it is called 5th set. Grace swings, received by Sherman, Maxfield, Grayson blocked, kept alive, and I think, yeah, it was Kyla Hendricks that found an open spot on the floor. Is tied up at 1 apiece. It'll be Kyla Hendricks doing the serving. Sends it up. Sherman. Grayson on the tip, kept alive by Bayport. Grace blocked, kept alive, back row. Tipped over the net by Ellie McDermott, and it is 2-1 Bayport. Gresh tips it over, kept alive by Bayport. Izzy Grace swings, block, kept alive. Sullivan bumps it over. Pirates over to Sherman. Grayson, Bear Closet, and the point, the kill, goes to Bayport. They go up 3-1. Notre Dame in need of some points, and they'll need to get a side out here. Bayport trying to win in 4. Bryson blocked, and the point. Grace and McDermott combine on the block, sent over everyone's head, and down for the 4th point of the set for Bayport. Four to 1 in favor of the Pirates. Bryson receives it. Gresh can't get the kill. It was saved by Larson. Dow gets the kill, and the side out goes to the Tritons. 4-2 now. It'll be Hannah Grayson doing the serving. Need to take advantage of this side out that you just got there. Bryson sends it over and into the seats. Received by Trinity Crone. It's 4-3. Grayson on the serve. Dug out. And the kill, the ace, going to Hannah Grayson. We're all tied up at 4 here in set number 4. Grayson sends it over. Grace on the line, and the kill goes to Izzy Grace. 5-4 in favor of the Pirates. It will be Izzy Grace doing the serving. Grace sends it up and out. Off the back line, it is 5-5. Quick side out, going back to Notre Dame. It'll be Kat Sherman. Sherman. Blocked by Zacharias and Dow. Grace almost kept alive, almost dug out by Sherman, but the point, regardless, goes to Bayport. 6-5. It'll be Trinity Crone doing the serving. Sullivan on the attack and the kill. Tied up at 6. This has just been a wonderful match to this point. Very competitive, tight throughout. Knutson blocked. Maxfield on the tip, kept alive by Bayport. And out, it was tipped. So Bayport will get the point, 7-6. Ella Engels will do the serving. Dow to Sullivan, kept alive. And out by Allie Knutson. It is tied up at 7 apiece one more time. Kaylee Whitehouse checks in, as does Hannah Greisen. Kaylee Whitehouse will do the serving. Hendricks, long. It is 8-7 Notre Dame. Whitehouse continues to serve. Sends it up. Tipped. Dow. Can Maxfield keep it alive? She will. As Bayport was in the net, it is 9-7. Kaylee Whitehouse continues the serve, up 9-7. Sends it up, and an ace for the senior Whitehouse. Notre Dame now up by 3. Whitehouse just over the net, dug out, kept alive, sent over by Crone, back to Whitehouse. Dow, Zacharias gets the kill. Jacqueline Zacharias. Another authority kill by Notre Dame. Time out, Bayport. We will take a timeout with the action, 11-7. Notre Dame has the lead. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Welcome you back from the Triton Center. 11-7 is the score. Kaylee Whitehouse continues to serve. It's been a 4-point rally for Notre Dame. Hendricks back to Whitehouse. Dow. Maxfield through the block, kept alive, and it goes down for a point. A kill for Cadence Maxfield. Notre Dame up by 5. Tied for their largest lead of the night. That's just how competitive this match has been on both sides. Whitehouse into the net. Finally, the rally ends on a service error. And it is 12-8. Taylor Larson will do the serving for the Pirates. Sent over, kept alive by Sherman. Tip kill attempt there from Maxfield. Dug out by Whitehouse. Greisen through the block, high in the air, kept alive by Bayport. Grace into the net. An attack error on Bayport. Notre Dame gets the side out. It is 13-8 now. Zacharias, service, and out. Just feels like it's not in the cards tonight that either side is going to have a lead larger than 5. That's just how tight this one has been. And every single time it's gotten to 5, the team that was down seems to rally quickly as Greisen keeps it alive. Whitehouse able to send it over. Sherman unable to take it out. It's 13-10. Kayla Torp will do the serving. Whitehouse to Dow. Greisen gets the kill. It was on the line. 14-10. Notre Dame's been in control of the set. Alec Knutson checks in and immediately goes out. A libero, Trinity Crone, will check in on the back row. Grace through the block, tipped over by Dow. Through the block, a kill for Kyla Hendricks, 14-11 in favor of the Tritons. Notre Dame still playing to stay alive. Kept alive by Sherman. Dow through the block, kept alive by Grace. Sherman digs it out. Gresh gets the kill on the line. Just grazes a part of that line, says the line judge. Bayport not happy about it, but it is 15-11. Sherman to Maxfield. Dow gets the kill. 16-11, back to a 5-point lead for Notre Dame. What an unbelievable match we've had tonight. Greisen on the serve. Dug out in the back line. Long, Sherman, Maxfield on the tip, kept alive. Sent over to Grace. Kept alive by Greisen. Maxfield over to Sullivan. On the attack, out. 16-12 now. Izzy Grace to do the serving. Sherman keeps it alive. Gresh unable to get the kill there. McDermott, Maxfield, Sullivan through the block, goes to Bayport's side of the net, and the lift by Ellie McDermott. She doesn't like it, but the point regardless goes to Notre Dame. All the momentum currently with Notre Dame. Catch Sherman to do the serving. Through the block. Maxfield over to Sullivan. Kept alive by Bayport. Blocked over in the kill. 18-12, the largest lead of the night for either side. And a timeout called by Bayport. Coach Chris Polkashew needs a timeout. And we will take a timeout with the action. 18-12, Notre Dame. Are they able to send it to 5 sets? We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. 18-12 is our score. Kat Sherman will continue the serve out of the timeout. Pirates trying to keep this one from going to a fifth set after being up 2-0 and winning the first two sets. Notre Dame, however, trying to keep the rally going, force it to 5 sets, and get a big win on youth night. Wolfram digs it out. Zacharias unable to get the kill. Saved. Dow on the tip, kept alive by Bayport. Tipped again, dug out by Sullivan to Zacharias. Block, kept alive, and the kill goes to Bayport. 18-13 now. Allie Knutson checks back in. Trinity Crone to do the serving. Zacharias sends it over. Now Hendricks. That one will drop right between Sullivan and Zacharias. It is 18-14. Trinity Crone continues the serve here. Waiting for a signal. Checking out the scorers table, but we get the signal. Sent over by Crone, received by Wolfram. Sullivan on the attack through the block, kept alive by Bayport into the net. Scooped out. Dow keeps it alive. Sullivan through the block, kept alive. Here come the Pirates now. Blocked. Scooped out by Crone. Grace unable to dig it out as Sherman, and it is 18-15. A rally starter since Trinity Crone came in to serve. It was a 6-point lead. A 6-point lead now down to a 3. Sullivan. Maxfield. Dow. Blocked. Knutson kept alive by Maxfield. Sherman on the free ball and the kill. Unable to block it is Allie Knutson. Notre Dame gets the side out. It's 19-15. Danielle Dow to do the serving. Sends it up. Blocked by Zacharias and Sullivan. That one in. Kill goes to Bayport. 19-16. And a quick side out back to the Pirates side. Sherman, Dow, onto the other side of the net, kept alive. Tipped, Maxfield. Dow over to Sullivan on the attack, kept alive by Crone. Over to Hendricks. Dug out by Wolfram. Now over to Sullivan on the attack. And the ball is out. 19-17. Wolfram to Dow. Now Sullivan. Right side, kept alive. Grace. Over to Sullivan. Off the net, kept alive, into the net again. Double hit on Knutson, point 20 to Notre Dame. Substitutions come in. Whitehouse and Grayson will check in. Kaylee Whitehouse to do the serving. Whitehouse sends it over, kept alive by Izzy Grace. Knutson on the attack, kept alive by Sherman. Kept alive and out. Point goes to Notre Dame, 21-17 now. Kaylee Whitehouse continues to serve. Needing 4 points does Notre Dame to get to set 5. Blocked by Zacharias, kept alive by Bayport. Dow to Maxfield into the net, and the kill on the block. By the Pirates, and it'll be Taylor Larson checking in to do the serving. Down by 3. Larson to Sherman. Greisen able to get underneath it. Dow. Knutson tipped, kept alive. Dow over to Maxfield on the attack. Long point, Bayport. 21-19, back to a 2-point cushion. Timeout. Notre Dame will take a timeout with the action. 21-19 here in set number 4. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back from timeout, 21-19. Bayport still with the serve. It's Taylor Larson. She sends it over. Dug out by Greisen into the net. Kept alive by Dow. Sends it over. Hendricks up on top of the net. Dow, Maxfield on the tip, kept alive by Bayport, and that one out. Notre Dame's point. Unbelievable. Maxfield played the risk game, let the ball drop. Bayport wants to contest it. They won't get it. That one is out. 23-19. We've got a 23-19 score here in set number 4. Jacqueline Zacharias continues the serving. 2 more points from a 5th set. Knutson tips it to Whitehouse. Dow over to Greisen. Through the block. Gets the kill. It is 24-19. Set point once again for the Tritons. Can they come through when it matters most and force it to a 5th set? Jacqueline Zacharias on the serve. Sent up high. Izzy Grace on the attack. Dug out by Whitehouse. Dow, Greisen, the tip. Kept alive. Knutson tips it to Whitehouse. Over to Greisen on the attack. Dug out by Crone. Over to Grace. Kept alive by Zacharias into the bench. Bayport gets the side out they need. (24-19). Dow, Gresh on the attack. It's the kill. We're headed to a 5th set. Gracie Gresh. What a night she has had. And we will head to a 5th set. All tied up. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. We welcome you back from the Triton Center. Still 2 minutes to go until set number 5. But what a night it's been. It's youth night. It has been all, it was all Bayport to start the night. They went up 2-0. 2 set points that the Tritons were unable to convert on. Gave the Pirates back-to-back 27-25 wins in sets 1 and 2. Tritons were able to take set number 3, 26-24, and then just here in set number 4, Gracie Gresh sends us to a 5th set, 25-20. So we'll head to a 5th set. Tritons will roll out Sullivan, Gresh, Greisen, Zacharias, and Dow. Maxfield is back to serve. Kat Sherman is the libero. Pirates will roll out Kyla Hendricks, Izzy Grace, Allie Knutson, Allie McDermott. Knutson will check out for Trinity Crone. Taylor Larson and Ella Engels. Sherman is checked in for Zacharias, and it'll be Cadence Maxfield starting the serving off here in set number 5. And the point quickly goes to Bayport on the tip kill. 1-0 Bayport. And it'll be Kyla Hendricks doing the serving. Greisen stuffed at the net and out. So 1-1 as Hannah Greisen will get the serve. Into the net, a service error. That's been the story of tonight. We've talked about it. The service errors have just been plaguing the Tritons in big opportunities. Of course, 5th set only goes to 15 points. Sherman digs it out. Gresh on the attack, blocked, and the kill goes to the Pirates. It's 3-1. That one out. And a quick side out on a service error by Bayport. And it'll be Kat Sherman doing the serving, 3-2. Now in favor of, still in favor of the Pirates, but Tritons have the serve. Grace sets it over. Wolfram on the back row. Dow dug out. Maxfield sends it up into the bench, and a point to the Pirates. It's 4-2. When it looked like Notre Dame might have the momentum, here in a shortened set number 15, or set number 5, where you only have 15 points to decide a winner, every point matters. Crone with the serve, right to the other libero, Sherman. That one was tipped. I could hear that tip from up here in the perch, but point goes to Bayport, 5-2. Dow on the attack. That one's long. Point Bayport. It's 6-2. Crone to do the serving. Sherman digs it out. Over to Sullivan on the attack. Blocked. Wolfram back to Sullivan. Blocked, and the kill through the block is Olivia Sullivan. So the side out, and we go to 6-3. Danielle Dow to do the serving. Notre Dame needs a rally here to tighten it back up. Up in the seats. Kept alive by Bayport. Sent over. Zacharias, Sullivan on the attack, kept alive, and the kill goes to Olivia Sullivan. It's 6-4. Danielle Dow continues the serve. Sends it over. Hendricks to Knutson, the tip. Kept alive. Dow over to Zacharias. Back row Grace. Hendricks. Tipped, kept alive, and the kill goes to Bella Cornett. 7-4. Dug out. Dow to Maxfield. Sent over. Dow over to Sullivan on the attack block, and a kill on the block by the Pirates. Oh. Well, all right. We're still live. Oh, never mind. 8-4. I'm not sure what happened there. Eight to 4. Pirates with the lead. Tritons. Now want to kill for Olivia Sullivan. Olivia Sullivan's just been an absolute powerhouse tonight. Kaylee Whitehouse to do the serving, down by 3. The race to 15 is on. Here comes Whitehouse. Sends it up. Sent over. Sherman to receive it. Dow over to Greisen through the block. Kept alive by Bayport. That was 4 hits. And a point goes to the Tritons. It is 8-6 now. Kaylee Whitehouse continues the serve. Trying to get a rally going. Sends it up. Back row Grace. Through the block, kept alive by Sherman. Dow, Zacharias, back line, and out. It is 9-6. Dug out by Greisen. Greisen on the attack and the kill. 9-7. Jacqueline Zacharias to do the serving. If you're able to get a 3-point rally here, this set becomes drastically different. Zacharias just over the net. Whitehouse receiving it. Back to Maxfield, kept alive. Dow keeps it alive. Tipped by Maxfield. Up near the net. Hendricks. Out. And it's 9-8. So here we go. Zacharias a point away from tying this one up at 9. Over the net it goes. Grace on the attack, blocked by Gresh and Maxfield. Tipped, kept alive by Dow, but it hits the floor. 10-8 now. Kayla Torp checks in for Allie Knutson. Torp to do the serving. Dow tips it over. Tipped. Dow keeps it alive. Set over to Greisen on the attack. Kept alive. Over to Grace on the attack. Blocked by Gresh. But she was in the net. 11-8 now. Timeout Bayport, or excuse me, timeout Notre Dame. We'll take a timeout with the action, 11-8. Can Notre Dame come with a rally out of this timeout? Or will Bayport take this absolute classic tonight at the Triton Center. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Eleven to 8 is our score here in set number 5. Bayport with the serve and the lead. Kayla Torp to do the serving. Dug out by Sherman. Over to Greisen on the attack, tipped. That one heads up into the bench. And a side out for Notre Dame. It's 11-9 now. Cadence Maxfield to do the serving. Sends it up. Dug out. Grace on the attack. That one long. It's 11-10. Tritons a point away from tying it up. Cadence Maxfield, the senior captain, on the serve. Gresh with the tip and the kill. Tied up at 11, time out Bayport. What a night for Gracie Gresh. We'll take a timeout. 11-all is our score. Notre Dame keeps the side out. When we come back, you're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. (11-11) is our score. Cadence Maxfield still with the serve. Sends it up. Dug out by the back row of Bayport. Maxfield keeps it alive. Sherman. Whitehouse kept alive. Whitehouse over to Dow. We've got a rally going. No, we don't. Point Bayport. 12-11, they get the side out. Greisen to Maxfield. Dangerous play there. Whitehouse to Maxfield. Greisen on the attack. Dug out. Kept alive. Up into the rafters. Sent over as a free ball. Sherman. Maxfield. Dow on the tip. Kept alive. Hendricks. Now over to Grace. Tipped at the net. Dow keeps it alive. Tipped. Maxfield. Whitehouse. Dow on the attack. And the kill. We're tied up at 12. Side out Notre Dame. Kat Sherman. Rather, Hannah Greisen to do the serving. Olivia Sullivan checks in. Greisen to serve. Sends it over. Dug out. Izzy Grace to Hannah Greisen. Sullivan on the attack. Blocked. Kept alive. Still going. But a kill for the Pirates. It's 13-12. A point away from set point. Maddie Wolfram checks in for Hannah Greisen. Izzy Grace to the serving, but we have a timeout called by Notre Dame. 13-12. When we come back, an all-important finish to this one. We'll be right back. You're watching Notre Dame Volleyball on Triton Sports Network here on YouTube. Back here in set number 5 from the Triton Center, 13-12. Bayport with the lead. Izzy Grace handling the serving. Wolfram digs it out. Dow on the attack and long. Match point for the Pirates coming up. Long. Tritons get a side out. They'll need 16 to win. But if they're able to get a point here, both teams have to get 16 to win. Kept alive, Wolfram, Maxfield, Sullivan on the attack, block, kept alive. Match point, Bayport. Final score tonight, 3-2. Bayport wins a classic. I'll just about wrap it up from the Triton Center. Final score, 3-2. For Principal Patrick Brown, Assistant Principal Greg Masaryk, Athletic Director Matthew Koenig, Andrew Pekarik, Jack Fitzgerald, Will Crown, Sam Geel. I'm Joey Bonadonna.